The report shows that Hanover County was left in the dark as to what was happening at Richmond's water treatment facility for over 7 hours. The consultants say that the failures of Richmond harmed how Hanover County was able to handle and respond to the water crisis. A detailed report dropped Wednesday as to why Hanover County responded the way it did to a regional water crisis last month.
The poor communications from the city of Richmond hampered the response, especially on the communication side.
The third-party report states the county wasn't informed of the failures occurring at Richmond's water plant for 7.5 hours. It resulted in residents in the Mechanicsville district losing water for 24 hours and then being placed on a boil water advisory for days. It's a notification this report states should have been made right away because the county purchases the majority of its water from Richmond. The report found the delay greatly impacted the county's ability to respond to the crisis.
This hadn't happened since we began this relationship in 1994, but one time was one time too many for our residents.
The report states the city did not properly communicate the severity of the outage or the timeline for response. They say this lack of communication harmed Hanover County's standing with its residents and created mistrust in the initial hours of response. However, they found the county's response improved when they stepped in to help Richmond and gained firsthand information on site.
When it came to the county, what was said and what led to some communications that maybe the county would not have put out if they had known the full story of what was going on. The event was downplayed.
The report states that Hanover DPU did their best with little notice to implement moves that help produce water. They took steps to help ensure the rest of the county's water system did not have disruption to service.
It could have been a lot worse and it could have been a lot longer.
The firm recommended a study to evaluate existing water infrastructure to maximize Henrico County water supply to Hanover and a study to evaluate additional long-term water supply options. They also recommended the county forming a specific crisis communication plan for water crises and encouraged them to consider utilizing media partners and community organizations directly to help push out messages during crises.
I think we immediately need to work with our colleagues in the region to establish some protocols where folks like Director Longshore and our staff are allowed to be on site on a regular basis.
We need regional oversight, and I think it's a shame this is how we had to find it out, but having never dealt with it before, we know now.
The county administrator says those types of conversations are already happening.
Long-term water supply planning is undergoing as we speak. This will continue to be a priority for us as we move forward. This can be solved not alone by Hanover.
The Board of Supervisors also plans to talk with other localities about establishing a water authority board to increase communications. They also plan to talk with Henrico County about their future water expansion plans. In Hanover, I'm Maggie Marshall, CBS 6 News.